All right, we're getting close to another release. This time we are reviewing Twitchy on Molten Chocolate Lava Coffee Beans from Pro Coffee. So, a little history, we've been doing this series in the Valley for a couple of years now. We usually get beans from different coffee makers, Pro Coffee or Nervous Dog. This one uses Pro Coffee. This one you guys loved. It first came out in June 2019, around there. It's got a 4.3 on Untapped. So it's coffee, beer, and chocolate. It's like the trifecta. And it's in this can. So no, you guys loved it. So we ended up scaling it up for this next release. Now, the process of this beer, this is our 9.25% Imperial Stout. It uses 7 grains. I only show 6 here, but it starts off with a good amount of Pilsen base malt. And then we've got 3 different kinds of crystal malts. Crystal malts is, you can see, they get a little bit darker as we go down. This is Crystal 40, 80, and 120. And it's just the amount of roasting in the kiln that they get to impart some caramely, crystalline characteristics, residual sugars that aren't going to ferment out. So it starts building that complexity. And then we add in some chocolate malt, which is roasted more than the crystals. And then it also includes roasted barley, which is a classic stout malt to give it the color and the traditional flavor. So, and the 7th, which you don't see pictured here, it looks more like this. It's Carapils. We use that in a few percent just for extra head retention. So that is the beer. It's our standard 2-week fermentation plus 1 week, cold crash, fining, and they sit on beans for about a day to 2 days, depending on the batch, and then we can it. So let's evaluate this. I've been looking forward to this. They canned it today. I didn't sample it off the line or anything. So I already get the coffee right there, 1.5 foot away. See how it pours. Oh, that coffee's just pouring off of there. It's got a cool graphic, little volcano in there. So it's got good head. Coffee there, not as strong, like as big as coffee presence as some of our other Twitchies. It's kind of bean specific and flavoring specific. It's totally there. Don't misinterpret that as it's weak. No, it's totally there. Some of our other Twitchies have been stronger, so this is more middle of the road. Let's give it a try. That's good. You get that chocolate. So coffee first, chocolate second. I got to do this every time I sip. It's time to shave the beard. So now this is delicious. You're gonna love it. Like I've mentioned in some of the prior Twitchy releases, even though it's a stout and intuitively you want to think, let's age this, let's put it in my cellar, be part of my own personal barrel program. Don't do that. At least when it has coffee in it. Coffee, like any coffee that you make from a coffee maker, has a finite shelf time where it's good and then it goes bad, fades away, or it goes meh. So we found out with our coffee beers, you got about 3 to 5 months tops. 4 months, it's kind of dicey. Don't sit on this expecting it'll get better. It's almost the best as it is now, maybe a month to 2 months out when everything really possibly mellows out. But then after that 3 to 4 month mark, the coffee will fade and it will not be as it's intended. So definitely, when you get the 4-pack, crack open one immediately when it's fresh, and maybe every month, open up another can and just make some notes and see how these beers, perform. And when you get other people's coffee beers, you can kind of gauge, when's the freshest time to drink it, and don't sit on it a year. No, you don't want to do that. Let's end with some food pairings and cheese pairings. Being that this is a richer, sweeter stout, not sweet, but on the stout range. It's not a dry stout. It's got some body. It's got some residual sugars. It's good to pair with rich and spicy food, barbecue beef. It also pairs well with Szechuan dishes. And cheese pairing, buttery, well-aged cheddar. And that is this release. I hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you.